true hit points on this is a little bit different. This is on Game Pass for PC. It's not on... Is it only Game Pass for Xbox? This guy's still annoyingly bulwarked, but at the same time, I don't think we can feasibly reach this Hellfire Watcher. So even though there's a good chance this doesn't do any damage, we're going to have Shadowheart and Karlach probably run up and try to apply some damage over here.
Have to keep going.
Yeah, about 1/3 hit points. Still unyielding. I mean, really what we have to do is roll a crit and then use her spells.
All right, Karlach. It's go time. Close ranks.
There you go. It is interesting that it doesn't reduce... Oh! Burning through the temp HP gets rid of the bulwark mode. Okay. I was gonna say, it's interesting. It doesn't reduce the amount of damage that you deal. It just requires a minimum damage before you deal anything. I wonder if this has got an Explodo mode. I mean, it doesn't yet. We could Second Wind. We could drink a health potion. I could also toss the Spider Egg, but it's probably a little obsolete here. I think what I might do is just drink... you know what? We'll Second Wind. She's got a lot of hit points. I mean, I could also Frenzied Strike, but I'm not convinced that'll lead to a finish. Funny how BG3 must have badly impacted the sales of some games, may have increased the sales of Celeste and other D&D games. I mean, I hope so. I hope more people are like, you know what, CRPG as a genre is great. I'm going to try Celeste, I'm going to try Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, I'm going to try the Pathfinder games, which are good. Okay, he's going right back in the Bulwark mode. Going to do the Repelling, which is the huge knockback. Last time, this is the thing I think that knocked Astarion's concentration off last time, too. I wonder if there's any chance we can just burn through this guy. I think... I assume we still have to take out the Watchers here. Yeah, I got my 3rd attack now. Well, you gotta remember we get the Enrage too, but... It's hard to argue with the Crushing Flight bonus action most of the time. So yeah, very unlikely that we can get through the Steel Watcher type. Because the Bulwark... When does this guy take an action? Oh, he's acting next, so I actually have to be careful to not bring him to kill range. Because it'll explode and hit Del. Although Del's got a lot of hit points. He'd survived the explosion. The problem with Astarion is he does a lot of damage. Well, yeah, but it's the half. It makes it very difficult for him to pierce through this. Yeah, it might break Del's concentration in the haste. That's a good point with the explosion. I mean, but on the other hand, this guy's attack might do it as well. That's a bad fight for Astarion. Probably would have been a lot better to have Will for this one. I mean, I could easily stealth and gain advantage. I'm just not sure what that does for it right now. Yeah, it would be really bad for her to get lethargic right now. The northern guy. Hit this guy? This guy's already dying. I don't have to hit him anymore. I think I'm going to try to hit the boss. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go stealth afterwards. It's a good roll. Oh, we just missed, so. A good roll, he will go through. Even with the half. Oh, there you go. See, took 20 over there. That's good. Well, surface turned into explosion. That's interesting. So yeah, let me go and Dread Ambush hide. And this guy might turn... You know what? I won't move. If they want to hunt me down, I could go here. I'd have to do a stealth check to get through. Which means I should have moved here at my first mate. I don't. We'll just stay where we are. Concentration successful in 30. Good. Okay. That guy goes boom. Karlach's up now. I don't see anything other than just beating the crap out of this guy. Shadowheart has stood up. I don't think it matters who goes first. I don't think Shadowheart's going to be setting up anything. Throwing in the Constrained Mantle right now won't help us get through the his effect because it's a rider, and I think he'll just ignore that damage. I don't know how it get added up. I assume he's just going to ignore the 1d4 radiant damage. Yeah, so I think we hope that Shadowheart, or we hope that Karlach burns through the bulwark first, and then that opens up damage for Shadowheart. Good. One other hit like that and it'll go down. Perfect. Now, before you finish... Oh, this is still a full action. The Crusader's Mantle. Yeah. But what we probably do... I wonder if he can be blinded. He's got Legendary Resist Crowd Control. Well, we're going to use some Smites now because we're going to see if we can burn this guy down. So we're doing this for bonus damage. All right. All right. Reckless attack. Yes! Okay.
Say bye-bye.
Go. Interesting. He's not going to Explodo mode at 79 HP. Oh shit, I'm immobilized. I mean, I guess it's fine. I was like, oh, I better get away. I should have just stayed in bear form because I'm like, I can Misty Step now, and I guess I will since I did break out of it. But I could just eaten that.
Go for the throat.
Karlach's tough. Journal update, Avenge the Iron Hands. We have found the heart of the foundry, the Neurocitor. We should examine it.
I need to find
All
a
right,
way
first
forward.
things first. Enriched Infernal Iron. That's interesting. Any chance that might help with Karlach's condition? Gaunter Mail. Legendary Bow. Promise victory. On a hit, possibly inflict Guiding Bolt upon the target. Okay. Which is just the next attack roll has advantage. Object shines with glowing light. Ah! I have to say, oh, it's such a great weapon for Astarion. Except the fact that he'd be lit all the time. Celestial Haste. Gain concentration once per long rest. 5 rounds. +3. Bolt of Celestial Light. I mean, we can't give Astarion a bow of light. Oh, you can turn the light on and off. It is one of the toggleable ones. Okay, all of a sudden that's actually kind of interesting. Hang on. Astarion, what are you currently using, though? Least expected. Skirt and Shadow has D4 to the range attack bonus, which is kind of nice. On the other hand, the other one does have a permanent +3. It's got the Blinding Strike. Turn off the glow. Bolt of Celestial Light. Frighten your target with intimidating arrows. After attack and range, weapon attacks made by Gaunter deal an additional 1 to 4 radiant damage. On miss, does not spend superiority dice. Oh, so that's actually quite good if you're a fighter with superiority dice. This happens all the time. So whenever we hit possibly, what is the possibly? How often is possibly? We don't know. I hate these undefined characteristics. Is it a 5% chance? Is it 50-50? Does the target get some sort of saving throw? If it's 50-50, then it's pretty good. The self-haste is pretty sexy as well. Yeah, we might end up using that.
I wonder.
Time to science on team members.
On my way.
So these are all the enriched infernal iron. Oh, that's just regular. Okay. All right.
Have a
Dell,
look at my mind
I don't think we have our
and,
intelligence
well,
hat, unfortunately.
in it.
Oh, we do.
These boots have seen everything.
The Neurositer awaits your input.
You get Fox's cunning for advantage. I was gonna say, hey, how come Shadowheart can't guidance me? Right, she's not a cleric anymore. I made her a paladin. Well, this isn't great.
You cannot make sense of this complex machine.
Hold on. We're gonna have to swap hats for the people who haven't had a try at this yet. If all of us fail, we're gonna have to blow it up. If all of us fail, we're gonna have to blow it up. Yeah, we gotta save, but you know what?
Neurositer awaits
If
your
we fail, we fail, baby. There we go! Asterion did it!
The Neurositer is the epicenter of the Steel
I
Watch,
bet you there's something we could find that's got the
controlling and
actual code.
connecting
I don't know.
Every single Watcher in the city. Its technology is far beyond anything you have ever seen.
Oh. What?
You'll need more than magic or steel to destroy it.
What? Succeeding the intelligence check doesn't actually let us bypass. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna snoop around. There's gotta be something. It's probably in the other goddamn room with the oh. Control center brain chant. Brain chant? Now the Titan is operational, there's no more reason to maintain the Bay Knight guards and control center. In fact, it would be needlessly dangerous. Steel Watchers will handle guard duty. Okay. Brain chant. Personal journal written in square technical printing. The final entry is slanted, the letters almost carved into the paper. I must find a way to avoid overnight control center monitor duty in the future. I must. There are no problems with the mechanisms. The hybrid Gondolian illithid devices work flawlessly. But at night, when the Watchers are largely disengaged from the conflict's duties, they're gone. The brains. The brains begin to whisper sonically. Their whispers join and harmonize, and then the brains sing. It's a song of such unutterable sadness, such deadly melancholy, that if I heard it again, I don't think I could survive the experience. Must find a way to avoid monitor duty if I'm assigned again. Maybe if I came down sick, or if I cut off a finger. Would that be enough? Immiscibility of fluids. I've identified the corrosion issue in the lower limbs of the Watchers assigned to Control Center. The GC lubricant supplied by the Hollow Wanderer suffers an alchemical reaction if exposed to even small quantities of the pink lithid cerebrospinal fluid that coats the neuron tentacles, generating corrosive properties in the lubricant, causing this degradation of functionality of the lubricated joints. To prevent this, I've added a twice 10-day pink fluid expurgation step to the Watcher maintenance protocol. I wonder if that's why the turning the wheel blew up all the brains. I'm not sure that any of this is a help yet. Okay, there's another table. Hang on. Automaton component.
This head belonged to the automaton you encountered in the Underdark. How did it come to be here?
Wait, seriously? From the tower?
This head belonged
can I
to the
pick it up?
automaton you encountered in the Underdark. How did it come to be here? This head belonged to the automaton you encountered.
Thought I could pick
in
it
the
up and maybe
Underdark.
recreate it.
How did it come to be here?
Gortash, a drow recruit brought this curious object from the Underdark. I have no idea what it signifies. It's clearly kind of clockwork. Jiggery pokery you enjoy, so I send it to you with my compliments. Ketherick. Apparently I can't click on
Looking
this.
ahead.
Seriously?
With haste.
Telepathic traffic radiates in waves from this semi-illithid globe, and your tadpole throbs in blissful response.
Now I could
This
still push a
vile
random
glow
button.
fills you with instinctive revulsion.
Now, there was this body here that had a note that talked about they thought they knew how to shut down the Neurocitor, but, you know, there wasn't enough room in the margins for them to write the solution.
Please.
Am I just gonna have to plant the bomb? Hang it! There's probably something in this other room, but I don't want to go back there. It's full of baddies. Although, how are we gonna escape once we plant the bomb? Huh. Well, let's do a hard save. No, I didn't kill all those guys. Although I guess I could now. Especially since if ever we get overwhelmed, I can run back through here. Although we don't have a rest, we don't have resources. Set us up the bomb, yeah. Well. I think we're gonna set us up the bomb. I'm sure there's another solution. It's like, go out, we'll fight. The thing is, I'm worried we're gonna have to fight anyway. But I kind of feel like this is gonna be very entertaining. Especially if there's a time limit. We've got a hard save. Yeah, we do still have the option of just mash a random button. Poke.
The machine doesn't respond.
Alright, focus on the center of Neurocitor. Perfect place for the rune
This will
powder bomb.
destroy the foundry, wiping it from the face of the Forgotten Realms.
I hereby propose that our party simply isn't smart enough to figure this out, and we're just going to choose extreme violence. Oh, you know, the gnome said he would help you found his family. That's an interesting point. I had assumed... Well, I guess there's still that. The center area still has the find the prison quest. So do we just go and, like, try to kill everyone in the center area? And then there's, like, there'll be a link to where we can find the prison, and then we can go and look for them there.
The Neurocitor awaits your
Big bada boom.
will destroy.
Something something ends and means. Can't bring all the time. Well, that's interesting. We're running through... Shouldn't there be a bunch of bad guys in this zone? Shouldn't there be a bunch of people stopping us? That's not what I expected. Oh, that guy's still alive. Huh.
That was a hell of a show, my friend.
Yay, plot armor.
Watch us
Huh.
collapse in the street as we speak.
I was actually hoping things could go more badly.
The scent of rune powder drifts through the city like a warm embrace. I see my bomb did the trick.
Yeah, we might have blown up all the prisoners.
But it's not over. So long as a single parasitic Gondian remains, Baldur's Gate is under threat.
We're the heroes, you guys.
Enough. The Gondians are no more.
We're big damn heroes.
What is left?
Yes, the families were stored off-site, but I'm still
Let the
assuming that
Iron
they're
Hands
getting
reign
triggered here.
supreme.
Kaboom.
I just wish to go home and mourn my daughter in peace.
What about Gortrash? What if he forces you to build up a steel watch once more?
I will be long gone from this wretched city before that happens.
Oh yeah, we're totally gonna
I
let
am
this
no
guy go.
threat. I am nothing.
I'm just curious what he was gonna say.
Please. If a Gondian told me the sky was blue, I'd look outside.
Dude,
and
settle
check.
down. It's over, man. It's over.
Will lie, torment, and scheme until his dying breath. Kill him, or the Iron Hands will.
Look how freaked out Shadowheart looks right now. No, you won. Let it go. Seriously. Walk away. I won't do it twice. Over and don't mean burn you to a crisp. Don't forget. No, you won. Let it go.
I plan to make you my right hand in the new reign of Iron Hands. I see now you lack the spine. Keep your blind Gondian. I have no use for broken things, but know that I will not rest until this city is rid of the Gondians and their bootlickers. When the day
Well,
comes,
that wasn't quite as successful a role as I'd hoped.
Find your skulls, and crack them wide open. Iron Hands, move out.
I mean, did we help the bad guys? And, you know, slaughter the victims?
We can't go without
Huh. Karlach is inspired. You know what? If Karlach is inspired, we did the right thing. Huh. Well, good news, everyone. We saved the day, and nobody suffered for it.
I'm telling you, there's something.
Huh. Do we need to poke this for it to be active? Maybe. Well, we clearly need to camp, so let's go ahead and do that now. Yeah, what does that make us? Big damn heroes. That's not good. Crumpled note scrawled in blood.
Another letter from Orin.
Gortash's metal mannequins will not dance to your tune, they only dance to his. To set yourself against their steels to invite domination. So why slice the strings of one when you might take one cut and sever them all? Seek the blackened heart of the foundry and tear it out. Then the lordling will play puppet master and yeah, no, we just did that. That's weird. But also, that was a crumpled note. Then there's also a letter sticky with blood, red blots. Oh, this is the follow-up. Did we just not notice that note the first time we were here? Oh, sweet Myrtling, you've made Grey Harbor red with the blood of innocent without even dipping your toes in the water. Did you hear the blast as you fumbled through the foundry? Fumbled through is exactly correct. Thanks to you, the tyrant's iron throne lies broken beneath the bay, and the prisoners it held are nothing but blood in the foam. And where iron fell, so did steel. The watchers are no more, so the seas of chaos well. How the sheep bleat to watch their gilded guardians fall, or crash to the cobbles. They trembled to see the lordling's temple of tyranny crumble atop their corpses. The time is now, without his mindless mannequins. Cortash is weak. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Rest of the page is filled with the same scrawled instruction written in increasingly legible script. At the bottom, a signature in blood. Orin. Guys, we did the right thing. I mean, if the head, the chief murder hobo of the entire game approves, clearly, we did a good thing, right? Huh. Well, Volo, we rescued you again. How many times are we gonna have to rescue you, buddy?
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me?
You spoke truth to some people who weren't ready for it. Orin the Red controls a syndicate of killers. Perhaps you pissed it off. I assume you criticized Archduke Gortash, controls the city. Did you speak out against the cult of the Absolute? They have eyes everywhere. I think that's the one. Just assume decades of spinning lies. I'm gonna go with 3.
It is not
gonna
the
get an ad break in a
eyes
second here.
that I fear. It is the intelligence behind them.
Is this game's
Absolute
Dandelion? Well,
is
Volo's been around
really
forever. I mean,
outward
I don't know the
form of
first
something
book that he showed up
far
in, but I guess
more
I'm gonna assume it's at least 20 years old and probably closer to 30.
Has returned.
He's been around
As
a long
he did
time.
100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate, and his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Orin is his chosen.
Dandelion is the Witcher's version
Like
of Volo.
Salavok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If
Ah.
the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager
So
to...
killing her definitely on our
There is
list.
a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself.
Hey.
It contains all
Baldur's Gate 2
the
reference.
knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice.
Yeah, totally. I'll do it.
Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer, penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath,
It's a daunting task. I should begin my preparations now. I don't know. I will need more than the book. I'll say that. Maybe he's got something else for me.
Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage.
Yeah, Volo was not first introduced in 2019. Yeah, no. Yeah. All right, I should begin my preparations.
I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped, but not all of those who stood against him survived.
This Volo right now is being, like, unusually serious.
I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
All right, let's read the book. What's it say? This book is redolent with the enticing smell of paper and ink. Even though this child of Baal has thus far been squandering the gift of their unholy blood, it seems that Baal's lash is inescapable. The graven god now has besieged them with the Slayer, the Beast, and Prophet. And when they turn, their mind is broken, more broken than all my torments could ever rend it to. I spent all this while testing the captive spawn with my experiments, trying to extract more of Baal's gifts from them, but they have brought the Slayer upon themselves. It seems that it manifests in moments of pure hatred, a divine hatred those of the mortal blood cannot fathom. When the child of Baal hates in a way that pleases their lord, Baal himself descends upon them as his own avatar. Despite all the Baal spawn of Candlekeep has done to prevent Servok's uprising, it seems Father must love them dearly indeed to intervene personally on their behalf. Perhaps if I continue my routine absorbing all the divine essence I extract while the spawn was my captive, I can force Baal's magic to quicken in my own blood, trick the fool god into thinking I'm one of his own children. Thus may I tame the beast for myself. The book then continues with detailed records of Rennicus' experimental attempts to transform into the Slayer. Now, there can only be one. Every generation is born a Slayer. Come on. Okay, let's go. We're going to hit the make camp button. There'll probably be some more question marks here in a second. Any exclamations? Oh, yeah. Is Will gonna be like, I can't believe you killed all those people? I will.
My father gone.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I can hardly believe it.
I thought the Absolute would have use for him. A general, a figurehead, something.
Why infect and imprison him, only to kill him? I don't understand.
I'm sorry, I'm sure this isn't easy. The dead 3, no only torment and tyranny. There's no making sense of them. Better this way, you won't do any damage. Rest in peace, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's no sense in... There's no making sense of them.
You're right. But to see my father laying there, lifeless, I will make Gortash pay. I will make Orin pay. And I will make that godforsaken
I thought my
Elder
second
Brain
edition
pay.
Forgotten Realms books mentioned
Grand
Volo.
Duke Older Ravengard will be avenged.
That puts it at least 33 years ago for Volo. Yeah. Hey, Mazora. What do you got to say?
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
You forced Will to make an impossible choice. Will's not a child, needs to start training with respect. Can't believe Will actually sacrificed his father to save himself. I mean, I kind of pushed him there. You forced Will to make an impossible choice.
Impossible? My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
I still have the second edition Forgotten Realms box set. Just right over there. I don't get it. If Will isn't your warlock, why stick around and give him power? You left Karlek alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed? What can you tell me about the hell? You never told me how the absolutes captured you. I want you out of here. You're going to be staying. I need something in return. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, should probably just be like, no. Screw you, I can do what I want. I mean, why are you sticking around giving him powers?
Just because he's not my pet doesn't mean he's not useful. The absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise, and you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
Uh-huh. All right, if you're going to be staying, I need something in return.
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
So she does count as one of our allies in this fight? Leave Karlach alone. Why didn't you want her dead? What changed?
You are an inquisitive one.
Yeah.
I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind?
Interesting she says Zariel. Everyone else says
My
Zariel.
mistress can be so capricious.
Tell me about the hells, because we might be going there, actually.
The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
I don't know if I... Okay. So you never told me how the absolutes captured you.
Correct.
By the way, you remember that time that it happened?
If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead.
That would be us, by the way. I don't want her to go. She's fun. Any other exclamations? I don't see any. Let's try to camp. Yeah, she seems nice. Oh. Ooh! Who still wants to speak with us? Oh, way over here, Halson! My dude! Don't forget Shadowheart falls to the sliding succubus.
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you.
Yeah, I'll never forget Shadowheart, but always falls to the next
threat
person
of the
anyway.
Shadow
Exactly.
Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're too modest. I wager you don't even know how extraordinary you truly are. But I do. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers.
Man.
My heart does not stir lightly. But it does now.
We're here. We're a druid. There's bear form stuff. But we've committed ourselves to Shadowheart. Oh, we can't. We can't. We can't. We can't. Ah, thought you were bound to nature.
I still have hot blood in my veins. Nature gifted us our desires and the means to act on them.
We can't.
But we muddied its beautiful simplicity with rules.
Baron Owlbear, forbidden love.
Clothes. So, I am not bound to nature. I am unbound in nature. I want more than to fight at your side or sit around the campfire.
Oh!
I want to lay with you under the stars and feel your skin against mine. I think you feel the same way. Why else would you have been so concerned about whether I had a lover before?
Hang on, I just gotta go talk to Shadowheart first.
And the matter can rest.
See if she's cool with an open relationship.
Sour our friendship. But I have to know if it can be something more.
Yeah, there you go. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested, but I'm already in a relationship. It hurts. It hurts.
You have bonded with Shadowheart, body and soul. Her scent lingers on your skin.
Woo! Woo!
If there is to be anything between us, it must be with her consent.
Woo!
And perhaps someday, her participation.
We'll have to talk about that. I will speak to Shadowheart?
Take your time. I'll be waiting.
Wait, this is an option? Hang on. BRB. Shadowheart, where are you? What? Is there actually
something the matter?
We kept joking about polycules and stuff.
I hope not. After the time we spent together, my spirits are thoroughly lifted.
I didn't want to talk to you about that. So as it happens...
Oh? Not feeling any regrets, I hope?
Not in the slightest. Just remember, you'll need plenty of practice. You're going to become an accomplished swimmer. I thought this was going to go a different way, but I guess he's saying, like, yeah, let's go and do some more swimming lessons, if you know what I mean. We'll see. Actually, yes, I'm not sure we should do that again. What? No. I mean, this is a pretty flirty answer. I like that. Assuming I'm not misreading this as like, yo, you bad at sex. I don't think that's what it's saying.
Trust me.
Okay.
I'll be an eager pupil.
Flirty, flirty.
If I have a thorough teacher. Though, I'm still finding sand in my hair. I wonder what the others will think of that.
Let them think whatever they like, doesn't matter. They will naturally assume it snuck away to make sandcastles in the middle of the night.
But of course they will. I hope we'll have more opportunities to slip away. And make sandcastles.
Ah. So I've had this offer. I want to talk to you about us and exclusivity in a relationship. You know, it doesn't just have to be Halsin. Karlach? Mizora? I mean, there are options, you know? Will?
You're talking about Halsin, aren't you? I don't blame you. It'd take a cold heart and cobwebbed loins to ignore him.
Woo!
But what exactly did you have in mind?
So how do you feel about bears? He's open-minded and willing to share as long as you are. He wants me and I want him. I'm not sure there's space for you and I. Forget it, just wondering. He's open-minded and willing to share as long as you are.
Bold of you to ask. Some might take the suggestion very badly. Luckily for you, I don't count among their number. If you have a chance to climb Mount Halsin, well, I'd be cruel to deny you. I'll be waiting to hear the details afterwards.
All right. You know, are you sure? Although I kind of like, I want to see what you're like. I hope we can say both, but I do want to say, Are you sure? So many people IRL wish they could F5 before opening the restaurant. Like, are you sure?
I'm sure. Have your fun. Perhaps I'll have mine.
I mean, sure.
Was there anything
But you're right.
else
We should swap
besides
stories
your
afterwards.
Increasingly complex love life.
First time coming over from YouTube. Pick a great time. I'm just gonna check. I think the options are still, yeah.
When I first met you, saving yourself...
Yeah. You know, we got more important things to talk about.
Wish. And yet now, you've stepped closer to embracing it. I trust you.
You talking about my face?
And respect your decisions.
Is it that bad?
But I truly hope this is not something we come to regret.
I need you by my side.
It seems like you've
and
no
above
room for
and
me
below
just now. And I take up no small amount of space.
Oh wait, no, that's not what I meant.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life
Where's the
carries
bonk
on
answer?
in our
Maybe
absence,
next night.
Just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid.
You know, don't downplay your achievements. Shadow Curse would still hold sway if not for you.
One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance where none seems possible. Day after
Who's this
day.
voice actor? He's great.
I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid. To be a leader.
Serve the Grove well, found a worthy successor. None can ask more of you. Grove aside, I'm glad you stayed with me. Could resume your position at the Grove once we've defeated the Absolute. Not everyone's meant for leadership. I don't know, I'm gonna say one. Serve the Grove well, found a worthy successor. No one can ask more of you.
Still, though, I cannot help but wonder if there was more I could have done. Perhaps, Oak Father willing, I may yet have the chance someday. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely.
I love how, like,
for so long,
so many of the voice actors are
I
doing
almost
playthroughs
missed
as
the
well.
purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
You heard from Thaniel since we moved on.
I have. He
I feel like
speaks
I've
to me
talked about
during
this
my
before, but
nightly
maybe not.
meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
All right. I wonder if I should just... Maybe I should still do the rounds and talk to everyone. Just for random extra dialogue.
What's
Jahira, so do you have a bear form? I'm just asking for a friend.
Ah, I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men buff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks.
As do I.
He's protected by his steel watch.
No, he's not, though!
And Orin will have her own defenses, should we choose to play.
Jahira, you gotta be updated.
Dash's bloodhounds. We cannot expect either of the chosen to fall easily. But fall they must, if we're to have all three stones to command the brain. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it.
Jahira approves.
I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of.
How are you faring without your harpers?
You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel.
Yeah, we can take a Jahira out to adventure with us.
Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days.
I mean, we could bring Halsin too. Have a 3 druid party.
Give or take a few tadpoles.
Your experience will be an asset. Just try to keep up, old one.
A kind way of saying, ye gods, I hope our dusty bones don't break at the first blow. Fear not for me. I will try my very best to keep up.
How you two doing?
Keeping you? Very well, I hope.
All right. Hey, hot stuff. Wow, you are very glowing with the soul coin thing.
Soldier.
I'm so happy about that. Seriously, nothing? Ah, I'm so happy about that outfit. Sarian, Gale.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. All right. Sleepy time it is. Okay, Rob.
Please.
Was that girl the one who was hidden? Did she kidnap Lae'zel? I mean, I guess maybe, but is the cat also a shapeshifter? Ah! I need answers. Yeah, you guys are gonna do this. Let's just do that. Cat's behind it all. This is not just a sleep cutscene, is it? Oh? What's happening? Oh, it was just a sleep cutscene. All right.
You want 4 goats on the sloop? You pay for it.
Freedom of movement. So again, I'm trying to remember. I've got the ring of freedom of movement on Shadowheart. So I need me, Astarion, and Karlach. Yeah, are we gonna go kill Gardash now? In which case, I kind of want Will. I don't know. Maybe we'll look at doing some other things first. We are gonna go and summon the water elemental, as annoying as it is. Oh, right. Hold on. I can cast it with a level 6 spell slots, so we can get the Myrmidons instead. And I'll still go the water. It still has a ridiculously large hitbox. Look at this. This is me clicking on it. Up over here. And over here. Ridiculously large hitbox. Yeah, we'll probably wander the city a little bit more first. Longstrider, good.
My faith will guide me.
At least things have stayed interesting.
You need to speak with animals. Give Shadowheart to speak with animals too, because she can.
Don't touch me.
Okay. Now, barring elixirs or barring maybe a soul coin, we don't have any other like day-long buffs we're going to necessarily cast. So let's go down these docks. Let's talk to anyone on the docks. Maybe we can find some information about the submarine thing.
War is good for some businesses. What can I say? I got mouths to feed too.
A lot of these groups just seem to be like that. You get a little flavor to it. No, I don't want to click on the water, Myrmidon.
Speak up.
Oh my god.
This catch is spoiled. You'll have to wait for the next boat.
We're risking our lives. We're not doing this for charity. This is life and death for me too, mate. You only get as many berths on my sloop as you can pay for. If I allow any freeloaders, my own crew will scrag me.
Oh. $1,000 bucks? I mean, I got money, but seriously. Captain Sleem, it would be a shame to split up the family, don't you think? Let the father go with them. I guess we could have overheard some more. Intimidation. I have news for you, Captain. You're going to accept 4 for the price of 3 and take the father aboard, or I'll pitch you into the harbor. I was going to try persuasion here. Come on.